Hello, MJ here. My name is Melinda Clevenger, and I am with MJ Life Atlas Tarot. Happy 4th of July to everyone. And as I posted earlier today, it says, Happy Independence Day to you all in 2020. Thanks for turning small steps for mankind into great leaps and bounds for humanity. And I mean that. To everyone in the collective, thank you for being independently a part of the collective. One love. The new energy is here. We have a full buck moon tonight, July 4th. And we also have a lunar eclipse. So it's super intense energy. I'm going to try and go through this very quickly. I'll put my information down below because I don't want anybody to miss any of this. So please watch until the end. And the way that I do this, I go through the yin and yang, masculine and feminine. I do the push and pull from infinity. I go to fire, earth, water, air, and then I do spirit. And I follow that. If you look at my board here that I've crafted, it's my chakra balancing board, full of lots of positive energy. Then we'll assess the chakras from the root all the way to the crown. I'm just doing the main 7. So let's get started. Okay, for the yin on the top of my board, this will be our masculine. This is the judgment card in reverse, okay? This is resistance. Remember that word, by the way. Okay, so stop fighting it. Take off your blinders. Quit trying to fool yourself. For the yang, the feminine principles, we get the 6 of Swords. That long journey with loved ones, right? This is a feminine. The feminine portion, the yang. Interruption is all over that card to me because it's in reverse. And so something or someone's going to be trying to block our plans. And we're going to have to be making new ones together, progressively. For the push from infinity, it's the Empress. I do love this card. We are being pushed towards love and sensuality, expansion, fertility, pregnancy, creativity, beauty in all of its forms. For the pull from infinity, now check this one out. It's the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Crowns. So we are also being pulled for what? Creativity and expression again. Right. So, but this one says we're going to combine our talents to get the most out of our gifts and our natural talents. So, for fire, we get the Knight of Swords. Wowzers. Perfect card for fire because this is explosive energy. On the 4th of July, which, you know, fireworks, perfect. So, throughout this lunar cycle, we're going to have the energy to act on our plans, okay? It's rapid forward movement. I like that one very much there. If it hasn't yet for you, and I'm sure you've read similar things lately online, it's going to click. It already has for many. And you're following suit because we're linked, all of us together. For the Earth card, we get their input. For their input, we have the Ace of Swords. So, Ace of Swords. Here, we have the electric spark, electricity again, of desire. This is in our soul. We're going to be full of ideas. And we will get the insight. We will have the vision. The Hierophant is what we get when we go to our water section here. The element of water. This is society. Is important, okay? So we need to share with them about our spirituality. Mediate and translate for them. In the water spot, this is the healing spot. So I get a a big vibe here where we need to study them a little bit, like feel and sense their needs, so our collective consciousness can accommodate for that, because we're going to be going through a lot of progression. So do this, and then it'll be shared through or with us, and we can work best together, like that 3, like that pull from infinity. Okay, air spot, we get the Fool card, and this one goes here. So this is the very first card in the major arcana. The new cycle has begun. And it's so exciting. What this is talking about is all of that stuff. I personally think that like a major intense energy shift has taken place, and it's really beneficial for our collective consciousness, for all of us together, and we are going to manifest. Like, all of us are doing it at the same time, and it's going to just go and crazy overboard. And I honestly think that the rest of 2020 is going to be, I don't know if you want to call it the time of our life, because there will be some work and things, but I think we are living in a very important moment in history, and it's super cool. It is our time to manifest together now as a collective for our spirit, the element, and what they have to give and share with us. We need to use them as a foundation. Just keep that in mind. We are in Spirit's domain. It's going to be leading the way for all of us until the end of 2020, like I was just saying. So look for their patterns, synchronicities and things like that. There's signs, okay? And we need to obey the rules and the limitations put upon us by the universe. So this is going to provide stability for progressive change together as one. So next we go into the chakras. Chakra number 1, the root chakra. We're starting at the base. Wasn't I just talking about foundation? All these cards are so linked up. It's pretty great. Okay, I don't see any specific problems with the root chakra based upon this card. I think that as long as we abide by our creative outlets, that we're all going to stay grounded. And like this card says, we need to be proud of everything that we're doing together as one. For our sacral chakra, it's the Chariot. This spot, I do not see any problems or extra work that's going to come up this month or this lunar cycle, or with this energy, this current energy, until the end of the year even. This card tells me, and thinking of its placement, that we need to keep active, because all of this creative energy, everything we're using to manifest our abundance, if we don't stay active, we might have like pented up energy, and there might be excessive stuff going on. So keep it flowing. For the solar plexus chakra, we get the 10 of Cups. This is the card. It's literally the best when it comes to, in solar plexus too, like where that's located. So we are going to be enjoying every moment of this. It's very exciting to be living through, and we really get to feel it being right there, close to the middle and right by the heart in our solar plexus. So the happiness, and we are experiencing this life of abundance together. It's like pretty great. We're going to be all in our own personal Disneyland version throughout this whole thing. It's just getting better and better. So for the heart chakra, I actually pulled the heart, like a big giant heart on the card. This is the 3 of Swords. I don't see any extra work for the solar plexus or for the heart here. For this, the 3 of Swords, the wound that lets the light in. It's a pain in the butt, but it's very necessary in order for our hearts to open and then remain open. So, unified as one, we need to remember to just keep paying it forward. And I don't just mean pay it forward to people that are part of our collective, because we all are, even if they don't know it yet. Do this for everyone. Do not be biased. Do not be any kind of judging. Just pay it forward. Because the more that we do, we're openly sharing, okay? It's just, there's so much more love around. It's pretty cool. For the third eye, I do see some work needing to be done. This one is in reverse, and for me, like, that called for, you know, another page, because it's pretty important stuff with chakras when I look at one that's going to need some extra work. This is our, excuse me, not third eye. This is our throat chakra. I'll show you the card again. It's the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I put down, because this is all coming to me, I felt like a mad scientist. I've got so much energy and information being shared. I was like, scribble it all down so I don't miss anything. I want to make sure everybody gets all the information. Okay, so give your throat chakra a little extra attention through this lunar cycle. Okay, need to take some time, or give time for yourself, so you have room to think. This card talks about escape, but with the throat chakra, it's all about vocalizing. So I think we have alone time, only it's activities that will be shared, like on social media. We will be voicing and speaking up on there for what we believe in, standing up for our cause, spreading the word, alone, what you think and believe. Because on social media, we don't have to have our friends like backing us up or agreeing with what we're talking about, giving us support. You are on your own social media, so you are the one who is taking in all of the information the way that you actually understand it, and you're processing all of that, and each of those developments and insights that you're coming up with, you're sharing them with other people, and you don't have to have the approval of those around you, because it's post by post or picture by picture. And so together we're growing and learning and sharing this way by having our own opinions and not just what our colleagues are okay with us thinking. So this is really wonderful. It's developing like through the consciousness, and then we're like sharing that. I feel like everything has changed for the good of all. And this is just the beginning. For the third eye, we got the Page of Wands upright. I don't see any extra work needed there. I think the new personality, and this is very exciting, is our energetic vibe in 2020. So our souls are stimulating each other with our third eye chakra as the new way to communicate with each other. We are manifesting together in the real world, and we don't even really have to use words because we've got all these energy exchanges going on. I mean, you look at a picture or read somebody's name and you know so much information because we're communicating this way. A lot of psychic, spiritual, just passing it through a lot down the line to each other. So we're seeing and reading each other. It's pretty unreal. It's very exciting. It's finally happening. It's here. For the crown chakra, which is the last card, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I do think that we needed a little extra work keeping our crown chakras balanced and in alignment this month. And I went ahead and wrote a bunch of that down too because I didn't want to miss any here either. So this one's about communicating with the higher beings or the higher realms. And so the work I see here is that you cannot fool them. They're going to hold you accountable because they need it done right. When I say they, we are part of them. So it's really we need it done right and fully. So honestly here, we have to keep in mind that there is no your way anymore. It is our way. There can be no cutting corners, no getting away with your own plan, no secrets anymore. Not because we're communicating with this way with each other and everyone, everywhere. So we're on the radar, our vortexes are lined up, the energies, and now like here for our crown chakra in this new energy, this cycle, it goes back to that very first card. And the first card was about resistance. It was the masculine card. And that takes me to the root chakra here at the beginning of this. And so the masculine card in the beginning was talking about fighting, and I linked the root with the crown, and I get a sense that we're going to be fighting with all of our root and our crown. So the masculine portion of the chakras is the bottom, and the feminine portion is the top. We need to remove that struggle. It's futile, as they used to say back in the olden days. It's pointless, completely pointless. No results can be produced from it. So this cycle and this energy, work on accepting that, and do some extra work on your crown chakra. Stay balanced, stay aligned, do the meditation, because you want to disable all blockage here. Because when you're blocked, I'm blocked. And I made this reading with the one, the only love for you, for me, for all of us. And as always, this is my advice. If you stay grateful and you stay thankful, then we will all be blessed. So much love. Namaste. Have a great 4th of July.